Hi, hello, I look away for all of 2 seconds. Hi! Welcome on in, Pedikin. How are you doing? Thanks for following. I've been bamboozled. I was looking away, poking things. Heck yeah! Honestly, I should do something eventually. Because that goal has been there for like ages. Oh god. Where's my glasses? Okay, good, everything's working. Yeah. Let me... I've been bamboozled a little bit. Hold on. Tiana, you're asking for way too much. I am but a small little what? Just having fun on the internet. Oh boy. Well... I'll do it by working on 5 projects at once. Hold on. Let me count how many projects I'm working on. There's the one with you and Rory. There's the fancy one. And then if we actually end up doing it, one with CZ, maybe 2 with CZ. Oh, let's see. I don't know how much I can talk about all of them, because all of them have, like, you can't tell anyone. And I'm like, okay. Oh my god, why am I... Okay, so my eyes do open. I just can't look to the left. So hi! Oh. Anyways. Let's switch to the game. I said switch to the game. OBS? Okay, did I break the button? I might have broken the button. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, I can wait. I can wait. I wait. Mostly because the game doesn't really have too much audio. And I fear that it might, like, implode on itself. I really need to just... Window projector preview. There we go. Now I'm less likely to look to the left. Because I have put the thing in front of me. So when I look to the left, my eyes close. Alas. So let's see. So today we're going to be playing Trilby's Notes, which is the 3rd game inside the Chizo Mythos series. Made by Fully Ramblotic. The person who does no punctuation. I guess he's also called Yahtzee. What else do I need to say about this? It's old and janky. Okay, I don't know about janky since it's his 3rd game in the series, and I haven't played it yet. But the engine, slightly janky. It keeps asking me if I want to start in a resolution from a bygone era. And it's like, the game isn't designed for the upscaled resolution you've selected. And I'm like, well, too bad. I need to see it on my screen, or else it'll be too small. Waiting for some tea. Alright. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to talk about? I just woke up, so I'm tired. A little bit. Oh, this is neat. Oh wow, this has a lot more songs inside it. Section 2. Oh. Oh, if we're lucky, this game might have, Homestead's original music inside it. Did I say song? Game? What did I say? Meaning hopefully less probability of copyright strike. On YouTube, at least. When I do the— oh god, the VODs. The VODs. I forgot about the VODs. Let me put up a sticky. I need physical sticky notes. The digital ones don't work. Keep forgetting they're there. Yana, ¿dónde está? Hi, sorry, mine went blank. Let me think. Oh yeah, to anyone here, my friend Rorius, was it next week? Yes. Next week, Friday evening, if you're inside the East Coast, he will be doing a 12-hour stream over on YouTube. Getting the word out early so people know about it. What else do I need to say in terms of updates? Well, gosh dang it, not really much happens here. I feel like I am missing something though. What am I missing? Hmm. I do need to fix so many things. Add stuff. Oh, I forgot I was going to do that. I really need to check my notes more often. Oh, actually, let me make sure that... Oh, it'll be fine. I hope. No, let me
Hello there.
check. Ah, hello! How
What
we
have you been
doing?
talking about while I was gone?
Trying to figure out things to talk about,
Oh,
primarily.
oh.
Hmm.
You could have started the game now.
No.
Why not?
Anyways, because you were coming, and I want you to see.
Aw. Oh, come on, you didn't have to do that.
Yee.
Thank you.
I'll do the share. Okay.
Guess who has an apple dessert on them?
Ooh. What kind of apple dessert?
Well, the thing is, like, I would almost describe it as an apple pie, but it's not an apple pie. It's something a bit different.
Like a cobbler?
I hold on, let me try to see if there's an English word for it. Hold on, let me see.
Oh god, what's enter? This enter? Tutorial on? Yes, please! Commentary? No, thank you.
It's just
Following documents are taken from the handwritten notes of Trilby, an STP field operative whose real name remains undisclosed. I hope that's what it said. Game over. Well, that's reassuring. Game's over. Have fun. We speedrun this one. Goodbye.
oh my god, you are already dead.
That was what I thought as I stood and watched Defoe Manor collapse into flaming ash. The ordeal was over. Those 5 days cost us all so much. Philip and AJ paid with their lives. They were the fortunate ones. I'm happy that Enter progresses this instead of auto-scrolling. Jim Fowler was expelled from school for truancy, a bright future in tatters. Simone Taylor took to the bottle. Her broadcast became slurred, her eyes hollowed and unwelcoming. She soon vanished from television screens. As for me, I tried to return to life as a cat burglar, but I had been forever tainted by my time spent in that wretched house. The memories of my possession came back in my nightmares. Every night I was there again, in the mansion, staring out through unfamiliar eyes as Philip died at my hands. I became convinced that John Defoe was not at rest, that someday he would return for me. I became so terrified of an invisible enemy that I forgot about the tangible ones. Daily Herald, Trilby caught. 2 slow, miserable years after Defoe Manor, a barrage of truncheon blows taught me a harsh lesson in reality. I woke up in the kind of filthy cell I assumed would be my new home. But then he came. The man from a government with his nervous smile offering an alternative. The STP, the Special Talent Project. It hadn't been that much earlier that I would have sooner died than entered an obligation with anyone, least of all the government. Had Defoe Manor changed me so much? Whatever my reasons, I left my past behind and resolved to give my new superiors nothing to complain about. I spent a year and a half completing assignments, developing contacts, building a reputation, and then the past caught up. In the summer of 1997, I became concerned about Simone Taylor's mental well-being. The papers were reporting her continual breakdown, and she had become a virtual recluse. I had no idea if my appearance would assist or hinder. I had, after all, deliberately allowed her to think me dead. Presumably, she knew differently now after the media coverage of my arrest, but I would expect her to be bitter about my subterfuge. On balance, I decided that a meeting with an old friend would most likely be beneficial. I came to her apartment, building a— Oh, hello! Thank you for the What? Oh,
You're
the Lord.
welcome.
Please put me back. Please put me back. Oh, there I am. Ooh.
It does send you for a long time there, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I realized that I thought it was an English word as well, like what I was gonna say, that there is an English term, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I'm sorry for my pronunciation. Apple strudel? It's
Ah,
like,
strudel.
yeah, like in Czech I would say strudel. And it's pretty much almost the same, but I still feel like I would say it in English in a way I say it in Czech, and that would mean that
Yeah.
it's not 100% correct.
To be fair, it's
Maybe.
German. We don't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah. But yes, that's what I'm having from like, and also like the apples used in this are like our own apples.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sounds yummy.
Mhm. It is.
Use the cursor keys to move. Tap once to— Wait. Give a command. Just start typing it. In the text box will type. Oh, this one's a text parser.
Oh.
Invisible, you're free to move and issue commands. Ooh. Okay. This
The
is—
storm outside? Huh.
Huh. Look. Door. Open door.
Hmm.
Inventory.
So you choose a text-based game.
I forgot that this one was like this. It's rather convenient, though. All things
Oh, so you
considered.
didn't do that on
I kid you not, I was planning to play this from weeks ago.
bruh.
Use lockpicks. Now we're still see family for broken 12. Okay. Open door. Use lockpicks. Look door.
Normal
Knock.
video game. You can open or you cannot open this door.
You
This
can knock
game.
on the
You must.
door.
There's a door. You just can't do anything about it. It's not
Knock.
necessarily locked. It just doesn't.
Still no response. The doorman has assured me Simone was in. I decided it was time to enter by my own methods. Oh, I can press tab to open the inventory. That's so much easier than typing inventory.
Yeah.
No. Go back up there. The reason that Simone could have been in trouble. Even if she wasn't, then at worst I was only playing at my reputation. I spent a few minutes feverishly picking the lock, then let myself in. Well, loved to absolute nothing, I see.
We love nothing.
Open window. Open shade. Hey. Oh boy. Look. Body. Yay. The body of Lois undoubtedly Simone. I felt for a pulse and my hand came away stained with long cooled blood. My fingers traced the outline of a large wound on her torso, slashed by a big weapon wielded by a big assailant. I called for an ambulance as futile as it would be and left before they arrived. Due to me being a clear murder suspect, I was relieved from duty for the week it took for the Ministry of Occultism to inspect a flat and confirm supernatural activity. My superior simultaneously apologized and assigned me to investigate it if there was a connection to the Defoe Manor incident. Merely reading those 3 words capitalized in the front of a loose-leaf file brought the nightmares back with more intensity than ever. Sure enough, a field agent reported that looters had discovered and sold several artifacts from the mansion, including the wooden idol that housed John Defoe's soul. To my surprise, no murders have been reported or committed by anyone who had come into contact with the cursed trinket. I do not find this reassuring. I quickly advised James Fowler to go into hiding. He was stunned, but agreed. The boy had sense and was still respected my judgment. This done, I began following the idol's trail. From the pawn shop it had entered the possession of one Professor Abed Chahal, an authoritative historian. He had scheduled some kind of antique fair in Clanbrown Hotel, on a small island off the coast of Anglesey, popular with tourists. Assuming the role of a scholar of antiquities, I booked a room. Oh, a friend! A woo?
I have arrived.
A
Welcome,
woo!
welcome.
Did y'all not
Welcome!
expect me? How is everyone doing?
Doing
Doing
good.
pretty
How
well.
about you?
How did your vacation go, Digits?
It
Or
was
trip?
nice. There was a lot of food.
Very good. We love food. I have some news to share, but I guess I'll talk about it later since you have some text over here.
Yeah, this game has a lot of text inside it. We'll wait till there's
Sadly.
So you
gameplay.
can interrupt it at any point on you want. However, I will say, I'm guessing you didn't watch the recent Rorio stream. Did you know he's planning to do a really, really long stream? Like longer than usual? Like maybe 12
Right.
hours?
Yeah.
I did not. I need to be there.
So, his next
Rory is a
Saturday,
maniac.
which
Rory is a
is
maniac, that's
yeah.
Sorry.
So his next Saturday, which is usually like Friday for everyone else,
Yeah.
he will be doing a 12-hour stream.
Maybe.
Well, if all
I
things go
have
well.
done that before, and can I just say that it is tiring.
I can imagine.
And I remember that I've had a few friends who have actually done streams that are like 24 hours or longer, and I still don't know how they live through that
Hello.
because, oh my god, it's awful.
Yeah. No. I mean, I think I've done like a 6-hour stream before. Not 12 hours, but it has to be a game I really like. We'll be playing Luigi's Mansion 3 times in a row.
Right. I feel that.
Anyways, let's see. On 28th of July, 1997, I caught a ferry from Port Thulahog in Anglesey and arrived at around 3 p.m. in Clanbrnown Island coastal village. It seemed a peaceful hamlet, and in defiance of stereotype, the locals were welcoming and told me no local legends to dissuade me from exploring the island. Huh. The Clanbrown Hotel was in the island's center, surrounded by a forest. I made my way there on foot. You're Trilby, right? As soon as I arrived, I was greeted by a balding man in grey anorak. I wondered if I was expected to know who he was. My name is Linkman. I am with the Ministry of Occultism. Oh? I thought the Ministry were clear on the fact that I was handling this on my own. Maybe there are still people who don't trust you, Mr. Trilby. What? I haven't stolen anything since I joined SDP. Your colorful past is not what concerned my superiors. It hasn't gone unnoticed that your history with the foe wraith influences you psychologically. I'm sure you resist it, but it could still cause you to act irrationally, disobey orders. Everyone just feels a little safer with someone else on the ground. I see. You can rest assured that I will endeavor to maintain absolute professionalism on the manor. Ah, thank you for the drinky! I need to go get water. So, after this, never less
See
than
you
at my
later.
orders. I would suggest we keep out of each other's way then and pursue separate investigations. I'm sure I don't want to get mixed up in a reunion. I watched him disappear around the corner of the building. I'm very much doubted the Linkman and I would become friends. Oh. Hold on, let me get to a place where I can just like... Cloudbound Hotel was a warm welcome. The building was certainly well maintained, and yet there was something about it that nagged at the back of my mind, quickening my pulse. I dismissed a sensation, an act which, in retrospect, I would come to regret. Please. Good evening, Terence Railby. I have a reservation. Oh, yes, you here for the antique fair? We put you in room 3C on the third floor. Just like to sign a check-in book. Hello, Bethan. Just letting you know I'll be having dinner in my room today. That's absolutely fine, Professor. This, I decided, was what they called a golden opportunity. Oh god. So much text. Professor Chahal? Yes? I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage. Railby, Terence Railby. We met at Sotheby's a few months ago. Oh, you don't remember me? No, of course I do. Terry Railby, how have you been? The astute reader has already guessed that both Terence Railby and the previous meetings were other fiction. Actually, you know what? Will it just stay there paused if I don't do anything? I hope it does. Because I really do want water. So, one moment.
Uno momento.
That there is no memento.
It wasn't a moment. We'll just say that much.
Yeah. How Digit said like, how one of the characters like, no, I know you, or something like that. What was it? I'm not sure exactly. It made me think of how like it has happened to me a couple of times now. When people would be like, "Oh, you couldn't forget me," and in my head, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Like,
Right.
of course I didn't forget you. And I feel bad, but I forget things so quickly, and like remembering people, I just have a hard time remembering like names, faces, unless they're like, I don't know, like super outstanding out of everyone. I will have a hard time remembering them. like in a year or so, if I don't have contact with them. Hello, Ultimate.
Hello there.
How are you doing? I'm DMing you real quick. I hope you don't mind that. I want this to be not on stream. I hope
don't
you're
worry.
doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I woke up like 20 minutes ago.
You woke up with what?
20 minutes ago.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Digits.
Digits took an uno momento to get some water.
Yeah.
Because I forced him to get more water.
That, and I need to change Trilby's voice. It's a little too grating. So how are y'all?
Doing good.
I'm doing alright.
Awesome. Well, it's time for another
Oh yeah, Digits. So yesterday, I don't know if you managed to see a little bit, but I streamed the little horror game. And it was one I
Ooh.
talked to you about. It was Anne.
Ooh.
And yes, I did fucking scream.
Oh no. I wanted to catch it, but I didn't. I'm
I
sorry.
got jump scared by a piano.
Oh, you know what? Every Mario 64 player can empathize with you.
I'm gonna keep on playing next week, actually.
Ooh.
Because I played for an hour and I got to a creepy place. I think it was the designing department. And there were creepy mannequins, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna keep forward because this shit's scary.
Yeah.
Like, I went through scary pianos. I went through a place full of clay statues and stuff. And I'm in a place with creepy mannequins. So yeah.
Yeah. Oops. It
Oh yeah,
auto-advanced when
and
I clicked
also
back on the game.
yeah, I also
Right.
wish for Nilu didn't get her in like 12 wishes, but I'm hopeful I will win my 50-50 at some point.
You got this, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. I have and I have a ton of copium.
Hmm. Anyways, let's read another 200 paragraphs of text.
Yay!
I had spent some time studying Chakhal's movements and habits. He was, by all accounts, absent-minded, and that was something I could use. I'm well, thanks. I was hoping I'd run into you. I've heard interesting things about the items you're showcasing here. You remember I do freelance scouting for some wealthy collectors? Yes. Well, a client of mine has expressed an interest in relics from Defoe Manor in Buckinghamshire. He's been on my back for a while about it. Between you and me, he seems pretty obsessed. What remained of Professor Chahal's suspicion melted away from his expression as the opportunity to make money entered the conversation. Well, I sure wouldn't want to damage your professional status. Would you like to come to my room for drinks? Oh, I don't want to impose. No imposition at all. Please follow me. Your room key, Mr. Ailby. Ah, thank you. Please lead the way, Professor. Abed, who's your friend? Oh, let me introduce you. This is my personal assistant, Siobhan. She accompanied me on most of my excursions. Siobhan, this is Mr. Ailby, an old acquaintance. He's looking for information on Defoe Manor artifacts. Oh, really? Him and half the people we meet. What is it about that place? Never underestimate the attraction of mystery, my dear. Please take a seat, Terry. I'll be right with you.
For a second there, I was confused that we are the female. Like, what?
Ha! So interested in ghost
Love
stories.
out.
Please.
Beautiful.
Can I read all the stuff that's on white? That's on white paper.
Okay.
Okay, amazing. The girl struck me as a forceful personality. I gave the matter some thought before replying.
Not really. I'm just scouting on behalf of a client, like I told the professor. You know, it's strange to see someone as young as you in the antiques trade. And come to think of it, I thought only old men dressed like that. No offense meant. None taken. I didn't catch your last name. O'Malley. Siobhan O'Malley? Couldn't be more Irish if you tried, could it? Sorry to keep you waiting, dear boy. Now then, what shall we talk about? When talking characters, you must specify a topic of conversation. Please tell me there's a list. There are usually several things each character is willing to discuss.
Mao mentioned there not being a list.
Talk to Abed about Defoe Manor. Oh, there's no list.
No.
Hmm.
I'm doomed.
What did I do next?
How do you spell manor? So I understand you came into possession of artifacts from Defoe Manor. Yes, indeed. It was astonishing to me that such artifacts existed at all. The whole place burned to the ground. You hear about the Defoe Manor incident?
Oh, sorry.
No
I was
worries.
experiencing a sick feeling that I had not felt for quite some time. The last I had felt it was while standing at the gates of another country mansion, not long after the Manor preparing to break in. Recalling those 5 wretched days churned my stomach with fear, turning what had once been the joy of thievery into an exercise in anxiety. Discussing it brought that feeling back, the act of feigning ignorance, while visions of welding masks and machetes flooded my mind's eye, worsened them.
I heard something on the news. It's been on the news again lately since that Taylor woman died. A lot of silly talk about the paranormal has been abound, so the true facts are near unreachable. Oh, you don't know, sir. But the point is, some Enterprise fellows picked up one or two undamaged items from the ruins. Furniture, books, an ugly little tribal figurine. And I took them off their hands, purely out of curiosity, of course. So were there any particular items your client is interested in? Talk about figure. Talk to a bed about figure. About statue? Tell me, does a huge man in welding and leather apron mean anything to you? Not really, should it? Never mind. It's a small African figurine that my client wants me to look into, resembling a rather ugly tribal god. Oh, poor thing. That old thing, honestly, despite its age, it's virtually valueless. That's why I said, but my client is very insistent. He's interested in the paranormal and the idol features in some of the more unlikely accounts of the Defoe Manor incident. Well, I don't suppose I should ask questions if this man of yours wants to take it off my hands. I don't have it on me right now. It's being kept in the hotel safe. Perhaps we can work out a deal after the fair. I had intended to display it with the other Defoe artifacts.
Inwardly, I just wanted to get this mission completed as fast as possible, but I didn't want to risk suspicion or giving off the wrong impression.
That will be fine. So just out of interest, what else have you picked up from the mansion? Oh, wow. Odds and ends, basically. Some silverware and ceramics, most of a burnt rocking chair. And paintings, of course. Paintings? A landscape from a wall in the mansion's lounge. Oh, the one with the disappearing and appearing person. Of little artistic
I
value,
remember
but
that.
yet prominently in Defoe's manner, colorful history. Matthew Defoe. That's him, yes? Bethan, she runs the hotel. She asked if she could display it in the lobby.
Instantly, I recalled the sick feeling I had felt in the lobby. I'd seen the painting, but I paid a little heed.
Oh. Are you all right, Mr. Ailby? You've gone rather pale. What? Oh, sorry, I was just distracted by my thoughts for a moment. Lost in history, eh? Something like that. Ugh!
Oh.
What the heck was that? What the heck was what? You were just sitting there, and then you went all stiff like you'd seen a ghost.
Okay, but can I just say that looked like the fucking pinhead, bruh?
Sorry, I have to go. Something's wrong. Oh, well, we won't keep you then. We'll see you later, maybe? My head. Oh. But yeah, spooky. Get ready
We
for
love the spooks.
more.
My head was spinning, and a sudden nausea churned in my gut. The world seemed to be pulsating, the corners of the room wavering like heat haze.
The body is here. His. Oh,
You may say I imagined these things, and I thought that must have been the case. Was I going out of my mind? Was the hotel really changing into some nightmarish twin? Was it the only one who could see it? If I was hallucinating, it was too complex. The harsh wooden floor beneath my feet felt real, though. It felt real enough. The horrendous stench of rotting flesh that reached my nostrils could not have been conjured by my imagination. I decided to find John Defoe's idol as soon as possible. If not Dan, then at least the painting Chahal had mentioned. I was convinced that some connection lay between Defoe Manor and the sudden madness.
Let's see. His body is here. His soul is not. Well, let's go to where the tall man went. Go through the door, Trilby.
If there is anything spooky month related you could get from a store right now, no matter the price, what would you get?
I have no idea. Cause like, we don't typically. Hey, hold on. We don't really celebrate it. Like, we do, but like not really. Some years we do, some years we don't. So I don't have a super strong attachment to it.
No, yeah, I also don't because it's Halloween is not really a thing over here. But because it just crossed my mind that there are stores that have like Halloween themed things, even though we
Yeah.
don't celebrate it. So if you guys could get anything, what would you get? Like spices, pumpkin
Oh.
spice latte,
Oh, you mean
like
autumn?
Oh
delicious
yeah, the
things,
PSL. We love the PSL.
anything like that. If there
Um,
was like a Halloween pushing, I would buy it. I would get it.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
cute.
plushies definitely.
All the
Right,
plushies.
anyways.
Yeah.
I'm reading, right?
It's
Okay. July 18th. Felicia and I took shelter from the storm in a decrepit old hotel in the forest. It seems to be completely deserted, so we bedded down on the floor of the lobby for the night. It is so peaceful here. The noise of the storm seems far away. July 19th. Exploring the hotel, it has become increasingly clear that the place is not as innocent as it first seemed. We found ancient corpses and evidence of terrible deeds in several of the rooms. The storm has cleared, and we intend to leave as soon as possible. July 20th. I am certain now that Devilry is at work. Every path we take through the forest brings us back to the hotel. We spent a whole day trying routes to no avail. Felicia keeps talking of a dream she fancies she saw in the hotel kitchen last night. July 21st. Felicia is dead. I was too late to help her. I saw her murder, just as she did. Perhaps I will be next. I am beginning to understand. July 23rd. The murderous figure in black, the one whose body is savagely stretched into a mockery of form, is not the architect of this nightmare. Rather, this is the work of that hideous lord of the Forbidden Lands. God forgive me. July 25th. I built a shrine to my captor in the lobby in an attempt to appease it. Nothing has changed. I have no more food. The horror is starting to affect my mind. July 28th. I am certain my mind is going. I imagined for a moment that the hotel had changed, become finely decorated and welcoming as it must have once been in the past. I blinked, and it returned to its normal hateful self. The next few pages were sprinkled with blood, obscuring some of the text. I cannot read this. I'm just not gonna read this. Let's pretend this is completely unreadable.
Oh, the. Are you sure? Cause it's readable. I shall.
I
Read it.
I can barely I can barely salvage stuff.
Oh, okay. August 1st. What is his relationship to that disgusting beast? Is he a servant or a prisoner? Sometimes he acts alone, sometimes at the behest of a higher power. What does he want from me? He's after me now. I think I must have done something wrong. August 4th. It hurts. That was the last readable entry.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I just could not make it out. I guess I'm
No
just dumb.
worries.
I
Works
decided not to
hard.
take. Yeah, true. I decided not to take them with me. They were covered in blood and all stuck together.
Well, this is reassuring.
It sure is.
Look, body.
Oh my god, I was taking.
No worries.
I was taking a drink. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The body was that of a young, muscular man. I hazarded, and was wearing some kind of old-fashioned military uniform, complete with blue tunic and riding boots. More to the point, his head was missing, and his hands were worn down to bloody wads of flesh and bone. I noticed a collection of handwritten pages on the floor near his body.
Interesting.
Plus,
The lobby, too, had been tainted, and the painting I sought was absent. Presumably, it only existed in the hotel's normal form. If that was the case, I needed to find a way back there or dispel the hallucination if this truly was all in my mind. At this stage, I was beginning to wonder if this really was all John Defoe's doing. It didn't seem his style, somehow. But what other evil could possibly be the culprit?
Interesting.
Hmm.
Inspect pentagram.
I didn't understand. What?
Look, it's a text parser game.
A pentagram had been scrawled on the north wall, and a cow's skull had been nailed in place over it. It seemed to be some kind of offering.
Oh, that didn't help me. Oh, there's a body on the counter.
Yep, he's
nice.
barely on the boats.
Free
Look.
meal.
Body.
Someone had been tied down to the altar, flayed, and had their innards removed. By the looks of the horrible claw marks and the broken fingernails, they had been alive at least part way into the procedure.
Oh, joy. Also, yes. Hello there.
Disgusting.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie, that whole thing of the person apparently being alive, well, you know. Reminded me
oh,
of
look at
Guardian
that.
Watch. It's a Slend Man.
Okay, I am getting tired
Look.
of those noises in the background. How do they not keep on stopping talking?
Look, it just have a lot to say.
That's so much chit chat.
The left poster was some kind of portrait of the strange masked figure I had glimpsed in the hotel. The middle poster was blank. The third was smashed.
Well,
It's like they haven't talked in 100 years.
what is this machine? Look, machine.
It appeared to be damaged, with the front plate ajar and frayed wires emerging from the rear. Strangely though, the screen was active and flashing blankly.
Can I use machine?
Even were it in fully working order, I had far better things I could have been doing.
Well,
So no Pac-Man.
Bruh.
no. No Pac-Man,
You
sadly.
just didn't do that reference.
Except I did.
Love
Oh.
this.
Oh god.
Oh,
We even have some animated flies over here, love that.
Let's investigate the flies.
this is not creepy at all, of course.
Look,
They
play.
remind me of the fireflies in Minecraft.
Oh god.
Sure, sure.
It's
I
just 2 pixels. Sorry.
I hate this description already. There was an arrangement of uncooked meat with ribs sticking out on the center table that seemed to be attracting insects beautifully. I tried not to think about what kind of meat it was.
That's a fair assessment.
Oh, what part of it is
Ugh.
beautiful?
It feeds, says the wall. Look, buddy. I have to look. I don't know if anything's on them.
The body had been completely flayed and still glistened wetly with blood. The hands and one of the feet were held in place around the door with 6-inch nails.
Oh.
Oh,
Disgusting.
Open
Indeed.
door.
The door. Oh, okay.
Well. Oh,
I guess I can't
sorry.
open it.
Yeah.
Inspect wall, I guess, or look wall.
Let's see, there's an arrow here. Maybe it's telling me where I need to go. Let's play I'm Lost. Maybe we
What
should
about
just go
what about the door with the cross?
Oh.
Oh.
Open door. The office door was
Oh.
locked. Well, now we know it's an
Oh.
office. Can we
Leave
leave?
the office.
Open door. Oh, joy!
Oh.
Look, post.
The two heads on the right were decayed down to the skulls, but one on the left was very much fresh, its features made unfamiliar by the torment it had undergone.
Joy!
Ugh.
Let's just leave.
Uh,
Goodbye. Don't want to come back here. Wait a
Don't you
second.
like when you're in a nightmarish scenario with no apparent
Well, gosh dang
no
it.
possible way of escaping? Because because I sure don't.
Well, we're back where we started.
I don't
Maybe
know.
if
At
we...
first, me was something like, "Oh, maybe there's something different, so it's more spooky." But no.
We're going in circles.
What if we just go to our room?
Never-ending loop. Spooky.
So this is the first floor. Second, I have to use British terminology because I'm a filthy American. Third, please let me walk around. Oh, okay. Man, not man.
Mammal.
Indoor. Chizo, love me. Look, is this a bed?
A
Stone
bloodstained
also
stone
replaced.
altar.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good.
When it's so short, my mind's just like, oh, let me read it, and then I forget to say it or let you say it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, I'm already lost. Oh, open door. Can we just go in all these doors? Door was stuck shut. Open door. I don't. Can't
Oh, well.
tie. Well,
Oh.
let's investigate the
Oh.
body. Look, body.
It looked like some kind of porcelain mannequin, but with bits missing. I couldn't see how it was attached to the wall.
I hope it's a mannequin for your sake. Actually,
Can
I
you not,
hope it's
can you not look
dead.
at the text on the wall or no?
Let me see. If I just type look, I wonder what it does.
Oh.
Oh, strangely.
Strangely, there was some kind of dismembered porcelain dummy mounted to one of the walls.
Oh, so it gives me. So if I look wall.
Blood seemed
Oh,
to be
wall.
running down the stairs, as if someone had attempted to descend them while bleeding out with increasing speed. The words "bring her back" were spelled out on the north wall for unknown reasons.
Huh.
Well, now we know we can look at the walls.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I like
I
that.
hope we know what we're getting into. So if I follow the blood, which I believe is our hint system.
I guess we can also look at the wall that says run.
Yeah, I don't even know if Trilby can run. Actually,
I
does the
mean,
mouse even work
clearly
on
you
this
can see
game?
the man is barely even walking. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That do be true.
I forgot to look at the wall, but there's a run, but okay.
Okay, we can look at the wall.
I want to make sure we're not missing anything.
Look wall.
Blood's debris run down the stairs as if someone had attempted to descend them while bleeding out with increasing speed. The corpse had apparently spent his last few moments of life making graffiti. Was he responsible for all the messages I had seen so far?
Well,
Right.
Who would have guessed?
oh wait a second. Don't I have... I do! Use... Lock picks.
I'd encountered far stranger locks in my time. I picked it open within 10 minutes.
Open door. Lovely.
Pain.
Hey, same.
Tougher.
Average
Let's
Genshin
see.
player.
Oh,
It almost looked like some creature had exploded inside the safe, and the blood had shot throughout the cracks around the door.
Open... Safe?
The door appeared to be jammed shut. This game is something of a relief.
Use... I don't think this will work. Clicks on safe. Well, screw you. We'll look at the wall. Look, wall.
I could somewhat sympathize with the clandestine graffiti artist.
bruh.
Yes, own the door.
I can't type.
It's fine. I have the same problem sometimes.
Dog typing.
Oh, what if you lockpick that door?
Let's see. Use lock fix.
These are probably unlocked. They appear to be stuck shut.
Kick the door.
Yeah, let's try kick door.
I prefer to leave
Challenge
violence
the door.
for the last resort.
Challenge door. Fight door. Yell at door.
Bruh.
Well, I'm lost.
Talk to the door backwards.
Talk
Maybe it's a
to
demonic
the
door.
door backwards. Well, it didn't like the word backwards. Talk to the door is a valid command.
I was talking to myself.
Where do I need to go? The arrow it points, it points, it points.
Anything in that room that we have missed?
Oh, let me in. Oh wait, what's this? Book counter.
In keeping with the alternative hotels theme, the furniture looked like someone had been hurled against them with absolutely fatal force. Lying on a bar in a pool of gore was a pair of long-nosed pliers.
Take pliers.
They were rusty but functional. I took them with me.
Open door. Use pliers. Use pliers on nails.
The pliers were ideal for removing the nails.
Duh!
Oh.
Oh, what happened?
Lovely!
Yeah, mask thing appears, body goes bye bye.
The pinhead
Wow.
wannabe has appeared.
Actually, you know what?
Bruh.
Save. Oh boy, love this menu. It doesn't work.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Ooh.
this.
Panic the woo.
T-poses menacingly. Yeah. Look. Counter?
The counter had two sinks and it was covered in filth and mold. To my surprise, a brand new sealed envelope was sitting between the basins.
Take envelope.
Baffled, I took the envelope. It was strangely bulky. and tore it open. A white pill bottle with a note fell out to my hand. I here enclosed the note with this report. Trilby, if you're reading this, then you too have seen the hotel change. At present, I have no idea if the alternative hotel is part of the ethereal realm or some kind of construct, a pocket dimension. There is a definite correlation between one's level of agitation and one's tendency to reality shift. Fear is your enemy. It leaves you shining like a beacon for whatever evil brought us to this place. Enclosed is a bottle of tranquilizers from my personal first aid kit. When you find yourself shifting into the other place, take a pill and try to calm down, and the real hotel will return. Do not let it concern you. I am researching the phenomenon. Your task is to find the foe. Good luck. Agent Lankman. Lankman's letter raised more questions than it answered. I pocketed the pill bottle.
Well, now we get to do drugs. Take
Yay!
pill.
Hesitantly, I tipped a tranquilizer into my palm and swallowed it without water. It quickly took effect. I felt the anxiety lift from the pit of my stomach, and my dismal surroundings seemed to feel less imposing. Then I felt a strange sensation again, of lightheadedness and detachment as the world around me began to quiver.
Lovely. They finally stopped talking. Oh, where did Tiana go?
Tiana said she had to leave in the stream text.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. See you, Tiana, if you're still listening. Also, thank you for linking a guide. Open door. You got the door. Let's go in the kitchen. Even though we're not supposed to be there, open the door. Oh. The door just doesn't work. There's no kitchen.
It
Locked
appeared
by
to be locked
deadbolt.
probably
Oh,
by
sorry.
Oh, okay.
I keep forgetting.
So good.
Oh,
Oh, a note.
look. Note. I stared
I
blankly.
stared blankly. Oh.
Maybe read note.
Well,
Love that.
look. Machine.
I think it was a
Oh,
pop quiz machine. A piece of white card on the screen declared that it was out of order.
There you go. We read it.
hey!
Took long enough. Well, here's the
Oh,
painting we've been
painting!
trying to find.
Painting! This is the painting!
Look. Painting.
I was frankly astonished that Matthew Defoe's painting had survived the immolation of Defoe Manor. As I stared at it, it seemed that the surrounding room began to blur until only the painting was in focus. I fancied I could hear the creaks and whispers of Defoe Manor's hallways. I felt a bizarre urge to reach out and touch the painting.
Oh? Oh, wait. Touch. Painting.
As I stepped closer, I could feel sound become muffled and my head spinning, as if I were about to faint. A hand, as if pulled by an invisible string, reached out towards the clumsy brushstrokes.
Oh.
Defoe Manor, July 28th, AD 1821. Matthew Defoe is 15 years old today. He is excitedly putting the finishing touches to a painting which his father commented on encouragingly, the first time he has ever been supportive of Matthew's artistic leanings. Matthew is now convinced that his father is lifting from the mysterious depression that has plagued him for as long as either of them can remember. Now he intends to make the painting absolutely perfect before showing it again.
Knock knock. Master Matthew, Sir Roderick has requested your presence in the trophy room. Thank you, James. And if you would be so good to inform him that I will now be retiring for the night. Very good, James. Ah, there you are, my boy. Let me introduce my son, Matthew. Hello. This is my friend, Mr. Smith. He's an expert on African tribal art. Well, just a scholar, hardly even that. Just someone with an interest in the subject. And he has offered to assist a figurine I brought back from my travels. It wasn't where you had family, Sir Roderick. Is your wife home too? Regrettably, Belinda is no longer with us. Oh, I'm sorry. Quite all right, you couldn't have known. She succumbed to illness shortly after Matthew was born. I finished the painting I showed you, Father. Oh, good. Well, Mr. Smith, what do you think of the piece? It's an intriguing little puzzler, really. Its design is reminiscent of a few Central African tribal gods I'm aware of. But to be honest, I've never seen anything like this before. May I ask how you acquired it? I'm glad you asked. It was 20 years ago when I was a younger man on my first travels in the Dark Continent. We were traveling along the west coast when our bears spotted a ship that had run aground. It was an English clipper named the Sea Angel, and a short exploration revealed that every single crewman had just disappeared. Of course, we immediately sent a letter to the nearest embassy to report the findings. But the point is, it was on the lowest deck of the ship that I found this very figurine you see before you today. What an extraordinary tale. But how do you account for there being an African tribal carving on a British vessel? We were confused as you are. It wasn't a slave trading vessel, but there must have been on the crew. There's been a personal mystery of mine ever since. I was hoping you could shed a little light on the matter.
How old is this game?
Maybe 2007. But there's more
Oh,
to
they
tell.
still use that kind of lingo?
Well, to be
Ew.
fair, this is a flashback from like the 1800s.
I guess that's true, but oh
Thank you,
god,
that'd
I
be
hate
most
that
kind.
language.
Yeah. Matthew, fetch the brandy from the kitchen and some glasses. Yes, Father. Oh, we're playing as him now. Hold on, I need to drink it.
Also, I like how he is just straight up lied. Oh, Belinda died to illness, even though she died from a completely different thing.
Yeah. Look at apron.
It was a tough, well-used brown leather apron. Matthew wondered which member of the staff had been using it.
Hmm. Oh, there's a door here. Open door.
Door was locked, as always. There was a substantial gap of about an inch at the bottom of the door.
Look under door.
There were 3 doors here. The one to the east led to the dining hall and the rest of the house. To the north was the pantry, and to the west was the door Matthew had never been through, which was kept permanently locked.
Joy. Fine, we'll just take the take.
Matthew took the brandy bottle and a pair of appropriate glasses.
Oh. Hello. You haven't tried to speak to me in a while. Bing, bing, knock, knock. I didn't know the painting today. I showed it to Father and he said it was promising. I keep trying to tell him about you, but he never listens. You haven't knocked for me in so long, I was beginning to wonder. Knock knock. Hey, do you want to see my painting? Knock knock. I'm just not sure how I'd get it through the door. Put painting under door. I'm pushing the painting under your door, okay? Just give it back when you're finished. How dare you, sir? You intrude on my hospitality and insult my judgment. As father. Get out of my house, you worm. I better see what's the matter. Well, it's nice to see this house again. And by nice, I mean, oh god.
Right.
Father? Oh, it's you. Father, what happened? I heard shouting. That old fool told me some rubbish about my figurine. He said the only tribe it could have come from all died in slavery years ago. Actually had the nerve to accuse me of buying from a forager. I'm sorry, Father. What are you apologizing for? Where's the heckin' brandy? I've got it here. Give it to me. I'll go back to my room, Father. Show me your painting. Father? You said you had a painting. Show it to me. I can't, Father. And why not? Because... Come on, why not? Out with it. Because I gave it to the boy behind the door. I see. Father? Go back to your room, boy. I have to write my diary entry. Yes, Father.
So, what?
An hour of silence passed, and Matthew grew concerned about his father. Strangely, the most disturbing thing had been Sir Roderick's reaction to Matthew mentioning the boy behind the door. In the past, raising this had usually provoked a violent rage or an instant flat denial. Matthew wondered what sort of anxiety was going through his father's mind.
What was that? Father, what are you doing? Oh, the door is open.
Oh,
It's about to go down.
I know. But I think I can
Matthew was
guess what
confused by
it
his Matthew was confused by his own reluctance. He had longed to see what was beyond this door his entire life, but now, given the chance, he was struck with fear. He peered cautiously through and saw a set of rough stone steps leading down to some kind of basement.
Oh, so it was a slave.
I should have done this the moment you came into this world, demon child. May God forgive me for having a part in your creation. Father, what are you doing? Do you see what you've done? I didn't want him to see this. Do you see what you've done? Father, no! Father! Father! Ooh. Ah, my dear boy, I couldn't resist. You look so lost in a painting, I don't think you even saw me coming in. What? What? Is everything alright, Terry? Yes, everything's fine. Just for a moment, there I thought I saw... Never mind. Siobhan and I were talking about you after you went out of the room. I said you seemed something was making you terribly anxious. Frankly, I think that's still the case. I'm okay, really I am. Well, if you're sure.
I was certain my mind was not playing tricks on me. I'd been back there, in Defoe Manor, looking through the eyes of Matthew Defoe. I'd seen the events that had created John Defoe. I saw his death at the hands of a Sir Roderick, the terrible violent end that would bring him back as that awful wraith. But somehow, seeing that event, it was clear to me that there was more to this than the ghost of one retarded youth. There had been something very wrong about that idol, even before it was used to destroy John Defoe. name stood out in my memory: the Sea Angel, the name of the ship on which Sir Roderick had found the figurine. I now had a lead.
Professor, do you know anything about a ship called the Sea Angel? You know, it's funny you should have mentioned that name. There's a really old wooden chisel among the Defoe Manor artifacts. And the words Sea Angel are carved into the handle. Where is this chisel? Out on display in the convention hall, next to the dining room. What's all this about, Terry? It's nothing. It's just a little side project my client wants me to get into. Thank you for your help. No problem. Take care of yourself. Take paper?
It was a page from a religious book I wasn't familiar with. I here enclose it with these notes. Victim 5, the child. I, the fifth man who desired judgment, was the child, whose father held the carving at the slave. The prince came to him, and was at once rightly pleased with what he found, for the house of the child and his father already knew well the name of the king. 2. And as the prince watched, the child was thrown by his father, and broken with the wood of the prince's soul. But as the child's body, mind, and soul began to drift apart, the prince held them together, and he said, "You are the child, and to you I grant power, for I see in you the potential that will grant my father, the king, his greatest wish. You shall be not of the land of technology, nor the realm of magic, but of both, and thus you shall form the bridge. And across the bridge the king shall come to bring his message to the men of technology. Through you, child, the bridge will come, and thus I name you the bridge keeper." And the prince touched the child, and he was the bridge keeper, and his three suspects were granted power so that his soul would join with the prince's soul in the wood of the tree. And the bridge keeper rose up and threw down his father and threw down his brother, and truly did they know the name of the king. And into the house of his father went the body and the mind of the bridge keeper.
Interesting.
Interesting. Support.
Look. Counter.
The reception desk was cheap pine affair and adorned with papers or materials. Someone appeared to have left a matchbox on the desktop.
Take match.
We're gonna start a fire.
Only one match left. I took it anyway.
There we go. Let us go to that hall.
And with that, like if I'm on that place, I would be like, I'm gonna start a fire,
Haha.
and this place will be no more.
Well, can't get into the hall since it's dead bolted. Well, let's do an explorification. Actually, let's hop outside real quick, see if there isn't anything there. Well, there's no more cages with people in them. Well, not cages, like gutters. Oh, boy!
Oh, hello. Oh my god.
Yep.
Love this!
Welcome back to
Clabany
hell.
hell. Yep. Maybe this will give us a hint. Aww. What items do I have? Lockpicks, pills, matchbox. Nothing very useful. Well, I can always take the pill if I need to. Let's just explore. Oh, who's being exploded down there? Someone's causing a ruckus. Honestly, I'm not entirely certain where I need to go. Um,
Priest or prisoner, acolyte or slave.
huh.
Right.
Open door. Open door. Open door. Okay. Interesting. Here's a list. Alright, here we go. Wasn't close enough.
Oh.
Chizo. Right. Right. What's over here? Look. Table?
Two steel tables were provided as some kind of work surface. Bloodstained and the severed head were a strong indication of what kind of work they were intended for.
Oh boy. Let's just take the pills.
I took another pill.
Um. You took the pill, right? Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Oh my god.
Hello, my dude. Oh wait. Important. Watch TV. Use
Look,
TV.
I guess look.
Flip TV.
The color television was mounted on the counter, angled towards the bed for comfortable viewing.
Well, can't watch TV. Sad.
I guess
Talk.
talk.
Talk to Chaha. Thank you for stopping by. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Talk to Chahal about dogs. Oh. About Paul.
I actually gotta go now.
Alright, that's all good.
Doggy.
I was gonna say have fun with this game, but you can have fun with the spooky games. Or how much fun it can be. For me, it isn't.
Hopefully he'll enjoy my company at least.
Yeah.
I'll text you again later if you'll be available.
Yeah. See you later.
Alrighty, see you soon. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, well, here goes.
I don't know what to talk to him about. I also have no idea where I'm supposed to go.
Oh my god, what is this called again?
Oh! Okay. Lovely.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know what means of opening it. Look. Door? Door to far end.
Oh, sorry. A note read, emergency fire escape access. Do not attempt to force. In the event of fire, door will unlock automatically.
Oh. Do I need to save fire? Use Match. Oh! Click. That didn't even...
I pushed my way to the door and descended the fire escape.
Ah. Take crowbar. Ah. Take crowbar.
I took the crowbar with me, perhaps it could serve a purpose.
Anything to say? Love how the only purpose of this fire escape was to get a crowbar. And... that's it. Didn't even trigger the sprinklers. Use ladder. Go up ladder.
Climb back up the ladder and enter the same floor I'd come from.
Well, that's useful. Now we need to go insane. Hopefully it does that for me.
So you know what you need to do, right?
Yeah, because there's the exhibit hall, but I want to look up here real quick. And it's barred inside the insane version, but it's locked inside the normal version.
Right.
Thankfully, I have, seen some gameplay of this before, so I'm not entirely lost. Okay, open this door. Book door.
The open doorway was the only exit besides the staircases.
Well, down I go. Can I do think chisel? Think
About
the
Chizo? I don't know.
Insane. Go insane. Okay.
Maybe like think about or something.
Think about the foe. Think
Oh.
about Chizo. Chizo. Why is the companion of lamb extension enabled? It's enabled because I don't have anything to replace it with. There's no need. I don't use any other full screen overlays. So it just kind of sits there. Maybe if we go outside again, we can go insane. Door.
I mean, what you had to do is you just had to loop around and then you went
Well, that's-
insane.
Yeah, that's what triggered it last time. There we
Oh,
go!
there we go.
Consistent triggers. Gotta love him. Oh.
Swore, right, of that.
Sometimes I forget where the letters are. Use crowbar.
The crowbar was very old. I doubted it possessed the necessary strength to do that.
I'm sorry? Okay. Well, I thought I need to... So what do I need to do?
Apparently you need to use crowbar on boards. Apparently you need to be specific with it.
Oh. There we go.
As I had suspected, the stress proved too much for the ancient crowbar, which was bent to uselessness. I discarded it.
Poor thing. Door. What a lovely
Oh.
room. Let's investigate the trash bag since it stands out. Look at. Look. Oh, trash bag. Look at
Look bag.
bag.
A sack tied up at one end sat oozing foulness in the corner.
What if I just look?
Judging by the smell, this room had probably not been ventured into for years. Desiccated corpses dangled from the ceiling, left to rot by some warped interior decorator.
Well, and then look wall.
The prerequisite bloodstains had faded into an ugly brown color over time, did not make them any less unnerving. It had been used to dab some kind of symbol on the north wall.
Well, fake pill. Oh, was I supposed to take the pill before coming in here? Oh. Gosh dang it. Unless that opened it. Can I blink? Because isn't this door still open? Door? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you needed to take the pill before you enter.
Gosh dang it. I have to go insane again.
Well, let's go outside.
Oh. Going left. Then left. Then left. Sorry.
Hello? I guess it takes some time to do it.
Well, we'll just circle here until we get back.
Or just transition through scenes for a while. Just like stay at the edge and just transition through scenes instead of just
Oh.
doing this all the time.
Yeah, that works. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was based on how many like scenes you go through during
Yeah,
a
that
normal
makes sense.
hotel. Okay, now we take pills.
Yeah. Use pill. Open door. Here we are.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see. Look. I don't know what this is. Let's just look.
Professor Chahal's antique show was as sparse as the small venue would indicate. A couple of tables were laid out with various trinkets, and a charged rocking chair was the centerpiece.
Look table?
There was an unopened bottle of some kind of soft drink sitting on the end table in the corner. On the display tables, I recognized one or two Defoe Manor artifacts among the miscellaneous knickknacks. A set of manacles, rescued no doubt from the manor's basement, stood out the most. I spotted the chisel the professor had mentioned next to the pile of books on the north table.
Fake soda.
I took the drink with me. Something told me it would come in useful.
There we go. Look. Chisel.
It was very old make of chisel, rusted and probably very fragile, as the professor had described. The words "Sea Angel" were carved into the handle. Again, I found myself inexplicably drawn to the artifact. My fingertips were already extending towards it, as if drawn by a magnet.
Touch. Chisel.
A loud buzzing played in my ears, and my vision began to cloud as I reached over and laid my hand upon the tool.
Well, here we are again.
Somewhere in the Atlantic, July 25th, AD 1989.
17.
Oh, 1789, sorry. Boda had been a great warrior. In battle, his skill was thought unmatched in all of Africa. He had had respect, a great house, a slew of beautiful women, children to make any father proud. But through just one mistake, it had all been turned away. His mistake was in standing by his beloved king when the invaders from the coastal kingdom arrived. Now his great house was ruined, his women raped, his children murdered. And for Mbauda, the worst fate of all, sold to the white men in exchange for weapons, shackled with his fellows in the hold of a slave ship. Bauda was strong. Perhaps he could have lived as a slave, but then came the sickness. A simple fever, no doubt to be gone the next day, but the white men took no chances and threw him overboard.
Oh.
For days, Bada drifted, waiting for the black cloud of death to descend. Having lost everything, he now sought only the embrace of the deep, a welcome end to life, a betrayed. To life betrayed. But the end did not come then. Voices unfamiliar, speaking an unfamiliar language. Bada was suddenly terrified that the slavers must have returned, but he was as weak as a newborn and could not move or speak.
Looks like we picked him up just in time. Don't know how long he's been drifting out here, but he can't have lasted much longer. Good lord. Look upon it, men, the greatest evidence we have to humanity's inherent evil. Never forget that men, sailors, such as you or I, did this, left this poor wretch to die. Slavers aren't sailors like you or I, Captain. No. I do not know how those devils can have the audacity to still call themselves human. There's no pride in being an Englishman. Find our new passenger some quarters, make him comfortable. Passenger, Captain. Every innocent who sets foot on my ship is a free man. Is there something about this policy you find questionable? Not at all, Captain.
No, these were not the slavers. The ship was different, less crowded with terrified black faces. There was anger in the voices of the white men, but not directed at Bauda. Still frightened, but somewhat reassured, Bauda passed out. Days passed, and Bauda's health was restored. To have been rescued by the ship of these good white men had been a fantastic stroke of good fortune. He had decided that it had been the will of the gods that he should survive, the proper things would be in order. An idol, that was the answer. If he could just find some suitable wood and a sharp blade, he would carve the finest idol of his life.
Ah. I don't think he can talk. At least, not their language. Talk? Talk to or
Bada could not understand the white man's language. Any communication would have to be nonverbal.
ah. Ah. Look. Tool? Look. Person.
I guess look at worker or something.
Point at... I'm assuming this is a chisel. Alright there, laddie. I see you want something to carve with. Here.
The sailor handed Bada a sharp, almost brand new workman's chisel.
Just bring it back when you're finished with it. Awesome. Is there anything to say? Oh, let's go down. Navigation's a little weird. Use ladder. Go down ladder. Look, crate?
A large crate was sitting in the shaft of light with letters stenciled on that Bada did not recognize. It was cheaply made with poor quality nails, and some of the boards looked ready to fall off.
Can I take board?
The wood of the crate seemed ideal for Bada's intentions. He decided to leave it here until he was ready to guard the idol.
Use chisel on crate.
With the chisel and the wood of the crate, Bada could finally create his offering. After several hours, Bada was very pleased with the result, a fine rendition of his kingdom's god of fertility and good fortune. All that remained now was to return the chisel.
Neato. Go up ladder. I'm sorry? I don't like that sound. Well,
Oh my god.
I missed a box, my bad.
That tall, thin creature. That black-clad ghoul. What was its significance to my predicament? Why did it appear again and again throughout history to spread death and horror? There was no connection to the idol's shape or embodied tribal deities. The tall man was no fertility god. Must have been connected to the wood of the crate somehow. There had been a name on the crate, but I hadn't been able to read it, but I, looking through his eyes, had. O'Malley Shipping.
Oh,
Could the owner have been an ancestor of Saibon? It was a flimsy possibility, but at that point, my only lead. I resolved to discuss it with Saibon at the earliest opportunity.
interesting. Oh, a note. Take note.
I recognized it as being from the same source as the one under the painting in the lobby. Victim 4, the slave. The fourth man who desired judgment was the slave, who had not been brought Bjorn's message, and who tormented the wood that was the prince's soul with a sharpened blade. The prince came to him, and he struck the slave down, and he knew the name of the king. The prince said, "Not one of your household shall I leave alive. Slave for thrice, now I have brought my warning, and any who still fail to heed shall be named as fool and judged by the most unworthy in our sight."
Interesting. Finally, Oh, it's you, Terry. I thought you might have been the serving staff at last. Oh. Hello. Talk to Chahal about bum.
Siobhan?
Oh, yeah, we can see how to spell it. Where's Siobhan? She said she was going to get a drink. I keep telling her it's not right for a girl her age to drink so much. What do I know about people today? Interesting. Can we go in here? Talk to Chahal about kitchen. Well, Trilby doesn't know what food is. Time to go.
There she
Mr.
is.
Trilby, have you seen any of the hotel staff anywhere? I'm afraid not. Perhaps they go to bed early in these parts. Talk to Sioban
About
about
the angel.
the angel. Do you know anything about the history of your family? I wouldn't be much of a history student if I didn't, now would I? I'm researching my family tree as part of my diploma. That's ideal. Appreciate this may sound like an odd question, but trust me when I say it's important. But did your family run a shipping company in the late 18th century? That is an odd question. But I remember reading something about O'Malley shipping. I'd have to check my notes. I left them in my book bag. Could you meet me in my room in about 5 minutes? I'm in 2A, next to bed. Certainly. I'll see you there then. Oop. Open door. Go through here. Up we go. Eh. Up. Up. Trilby. Up. I feel like 99% of the time inside this game is spent walking. Oh, mecha exploded. Let me just save real quick. Fire Syoban. Let me.
Well,
Oh, my bad. Was it 2B or 2A?
it was 2A.
Thank you.
Also, apparently one of the next key actions is to kick, just FYI.
Oh, good to know.
Little hint.
Come on in, please, Terry. Do you have the papers? Must you always get right down to business? Come and sit down, let's talk. How are you feeling? We were a little worried about you. I have these moments of illness. What do you want to talk about? Defoe Manor? Oh. I'm kinda interests me. I was really into the media coverage of the incident at the time. This client of yours, the one who wants to figurine, what does he know about it? Oh, well, he has an interest in the cult, and there's some nonsense story going around about it. Something about the idol being a vessel for an evil ghost. I wasn't really paying attention. Really? I don't remember hearing about that in any of the reports. No, you wouldn't have. It wasn't widely... Have you heard the story that Trilby was in the house?
I could feel cold sweat drilling down my spine. Every fiber of my being was concentrating on not giving any outward signs of alarm as Siobhan spoke of my secret name with wide-eyed enthusiasm.
No one believes it, but Simone Taylor insisted it was true right up until, well, you know. She says he saved her from the house. I think that's a little far-fetched. That's exactly what a bed says. He says a ghost is one thing, but throwing Trilby into it just makes it seem silly. Truth be told, I don't think Abed believes in Trilby any more than he does Ghost. He's so grounded in reality. A sensible attitude. Have you always been an antique dealer? Ugh! Siobhan, please, I came here to talk about... Let me put that another way. Have you ever been an antique dealer? I knew it. The outfit, the hat, Terry Railby. You're him. You were in Defoe Manor. And now you've come here to finish off the ghost. Siobhan, I always knew there was something else. I just world that there was something better, more glamorous, just below the surface. Will you take me with you? Listen to me, there's nothing glamorous about what I do. I live in shadows that threaten to consume me every single day. And if you pursue this any further, you're going to walk straight into one. What are you talking about? There's something extremely dangerous in the hotel. I don't know what it is, but... Ugh. Oh god, no. Hold on. Is this what you were talking
Kick.
about?
Kick tall man, kick tall man.
Oh, wait, no, stop. Oof.
Well, Siobhan was out cold, but uninjured. She'd probably be safe on her bed while I continued my investigation.
Well, look at nightstand?
There was a small bedside cabinet serving the right-hand side of the bed. A phone sat on top.
Use phone.
I should probably be more specific.
No, take phone.
I thought I could have taken that with me.
Look, it looks like a small phone. Just take it.
Phones back in the day were not the same.
I don't care. Maybe it had a wireless transceiver on it, and it was the size of a brick. You don't know.
Right. Imagine. It was a perfectly ordinary student's backpack for carrying books and personal possessions.
Wait, weren't the papers inside there? Take notes?
I thought I could have taken that with me.
Look for notes?
I stared blankly.
She said the notes were in her backpack.
You have to say open bag.
Oh my god.
Under the circumstances, Siobhan probably wouldn't mind.
Oh, oops.
Oh.
I...
Okay. By the way, can I read Trilby's dialogue as well, since technically I voice his
Sure.
thoughts as well?
Yeah.
It goes that a strange young man came to a carpenter's at the Liverpool dockyards with a very expensive-looking harpsichord. How do you pronounce that again?
Harpsichord, I think. Or harpsichord.
Harpsichord. But she insisted be smashed. Okay. He refused to leave until the instrument had been utterly broken into its component parts and for its eyes, and the wood sent to be made into crates for Omali shipping. When pressed for his name, the man identified himself as one Jack Freehorn. The
Ah.
rooms of Jack Freehorn, July 28th, 1778.
So what trifle have you been wasting your father's money on now, Jack? What does it look like? It looks like a virginal. A harpsichord, actually, in the Flemish style. Quite old, quite expensive. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that something is distracting you from the cult for once. I fear you may be speaking too soon, my friend. Oh god, I should have known you and your silly obsession. So what devilry inhabits this magnificent instrument? The instrument as a whole is, for the most part, untainted by the ethereal realm. But its keys are what sparked my interest. Unusually, they have been carved from a centuries-old English oak. And that's the interesting part? I will not be disheartened by the sharp tongue of yours. Wood had gone through many incarnations before being incorporated into the device. Items of furniture, building material, in fact, just over 200 years ago, it was part of a wall. The wall of a certain inn on a well-traveled road in Wales. The unicorn, I'm so pleased you remember. Could hardly forget it, the way you have been obsessed quite heartily over it of late. Your correspondent persists in filling your head in rubbish about ghosts and demons. I count myself very lucky to have tracked down even a small piece of the hostelry. Hostelry? I know I've already told you some of the wonderful stories attached to it. And this instrument has had its fair share of mysterious happenings. The usual batch of strange noises, sudden madness, and inexplicable deaths. See sense, my friend. This curiosity of yours for all things ungodly has no doubt already befouled your immortal soul. You are a fine fellow, Wilbur, but you have not a drop of romance in your body. Now stop browbeating me for my inquiry mind, and let us take dinner.
That night, Jack was stirred from his bed by the sound of music emanating from his new instrument. His first thought was anger, mostly because the harpsichord was an antique never intended to be played. But then he listened to the haunting, melancholy tune and felt his stomach roll inexplicably with fear.
Who's down there? Wilbur, is that you? I'm so happy that I switched the voices I was using earlier, because my throat's real not happy now.
Oh, this
Well,
Heinley.
Clearly what I
The
should do
pin-
is walk closer. Oh, come on!
Pinhead is here. Pinhead is here.
Why does the game keep putting up pop-ups and like, let's dismiss it immediately? I hate it.
Oh no.
Look, man.
The tall man was playing a haunting melody on the harpsichord except for his hands. His body was completely still.
Talk to man.
Jack knew that any attempt to interact with the creature could spell disaster.
Well, guess we'll leave. Book table.
Jack's desk was covered untidily in letters, notes, and papers he had been studying lately. A flintlock pistol given to Jack by his father lay gathering dust atop a pile of correspondence.
Oh, hello, hi. Thank you for the food, it is much appreciated. Oh.
Jack took the gun with him. Oh,
Sorry.
it's all good.
Jump scare indeed. I don't know how more specific you can get than that. You won't take me,
You-
demon. Wilbur? No. Oh God, no. But I could have sworn... You! I know you. You have... Oh God. Please forgive me, your majesty, for my transgressions. I am a worthless, craven fool, not worth a second of your precious time. I beg you, spare me. I will redeem myself for my offense. I will be yours forever, my body, mind, and soul. Thank you, my lord. Thank you. As one... Oh.
This may have been the same Jack Freehorn who went on to form a bizarre religious cult. A depraved group of paganist worshippers who were spoken of with much derision by conventional society. With my latest flashback, my knowledge of the history of the cursed wood gained another step. Before the crate, it had been a harpsichord, and some time before the harpsichord, it had been part of some kind of hostelry in Wales. An inn called the Unicorn. Why did that ring a bell somewhere in my recent memory? I had definitely seen something in the Clanbrowne hotel that was linked to the place, but where?
And she's gone.
Victim 3, Freehorn.
Wow, it actually has his name.
The third man who desired judgment was Freehorn, who had bought from those who made luxuries with the wood that was the prince's soul. The prince came and struck down the lover of Freehorn, and Freehorn knew the name of the king. And Freehorn said, I know you now, O prince, who was the arrogant man, and I anticipate your wish, and I will devote myself to spreading the teachings you have brought me, and the love of our king. The prince was satisfied, and Freon called all those who would listen, and they formed an order of blessed agonies that would work to redeem the follies of the men of technology.
Interesting. Let's see, what do I have in my inventory? Speedy Cola. Okay. Maybe is Chahal here? No. Love this. Well, let's go down. I should probably take the pills, but
Apparently not yet.
oh. Oh,
From somewhere to the west, I heard the familiar sound of a door being unlocked.
hmm.
Lankman? Lankman, wait!
Interesting. Where did you get the key? Oh, love this. Well, we have to investigate the body.
A horribly tormented soul was still lying on the central counter, lips arranged oddly from spasms of agony.
Well, let's see, what door do I want to go down first? Let's go down this one, since it's obvious. Ooh,
Ooh, hate that.
yeah. So, I'm gonna save real quick just to demonstrate this. Buggy. If, you're not in the right of mind and go here,
This concludes the text of notes found on the Clonburn Hotel on August 4th. But okay. Time of writing, Trilby remains missing in action.
yeah. They're evil.
Interesting.
Evil little
I guess
buggies.
I guess look. Or no.
Oh, yeah. Maybe... No, Trilby, stop. Look. Bugs.
Each was about the size of a child's fist. They scuttled back and forth across the floor, slipping in and out of heavy cracks in the foundations. Looking at them made me feel quite nauseous.
Yeah. Well... Open door?
The emergency door refused to budge.
Sorry.
Oh, it's alright.
Hold on. What if I take Bill? Oh, my bad.
To my unending concern, I realized that the decay of the alternate hell had spread either to me or the pills, and they no longer worked.
Oh.
I had to find a way to restore their effect, or at least another method of calming myself.
Oh, I think I just remembered something. Open door. Take me.
I tore off a lump of meat to take with me. If I came up against anything hostile, and carnivorous in this place, it would help to have something other than myself to offer it.
That's
Well, I guess
why I
we're
remembered it being important.
I guess we're taking the meat to the Beatles, huh?
Yep. Petal. Ah.
Beatles.
I can language. Look, water.
In the far corner of the room was a puddle of water created by drips from above. It had a curious color to it, and the drops seemed to glow with their own illumination. The liquid was having a strange effect on nearby corpse.
Let's save. We'll save it on over buggy again. Drink water.
It was almost as if the water was drawing me to it. Not like a scrabbling thing in my mind like the chisel or the painting, but more like a beckoning siren. I couldn't help myself. I crouched down and dipped my hand in it. It felt uncommonly refreshing, and brought an amount up to my lips. My unhygienic surroundings forgotten. As a pleasant feeling of simultaneous coolness and warmth spread from my stomach, I realized that the water had some sort of rejuvenating effect. I had no explanation for this, but at the same time, I didn't care. I was beginning to feel in the back of my mind the familiar tickling sensation that indicated a reality shift, so I hastily scooped a few drops of the liquid into my pill bottle, shaking it through the remaining pills.
There we go. Oh, what's this? Look. Wine rack. Look, wine.
It was a recent vintage, but not an unpleasant one.
Take wine.
So no
No,
reason to
take it.
take it.
Take it. It's obviously there for a reason.
Apparently you don't need it, which is interesting.
Take it, you coward. Open door.
The emergency door refused to budge. It appeared to be jammed.
Kick door. Well. And door. Okay. Spooky. Oh, that's not the button I pressed. Oh, Terry, it's you. Have you seen Siobhan?
I was about to ask you that.
What did you do to the girl? I hope you don't intend to seduce her away from my service.
Abed, I need you to understand. You and I and Saiban are all in critical danger. There's something evil in this hotel, and it's closing in fast.
Mr. Trilby, I've been over this hotel several times. Apart from us, there's absolutely nothing here. Please keep your fairy stories in the playroom where they belong. Right. Talk to Chahal about Siobhan.
When did you last see Saiban?
After you left the dining hall, she popped in for a second to tell me she was meeting with you. So perhaps I should be the one asking you when she was last seen.
The last I saw of her was in her room. I turned my back for a second and she was gone.
She's a willful girl, right? No doubt she's gone to another of her forest explorations. Oh, that was useful. Open the door. Go through the door. Go through the door. Go through the door. Well, let's see if we can't find her. Lovely. I don't suppose she'll be inside this version of the... pill. Well, she doesn't appear to be here. Can I walk forward? No. Well, I tried. It hurts? Oh,
What?
I clicked take pill instead of open door. I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
Oh. Oh. I'm scared, Henley.
Talk to self.
I was talking to myself. What?
Okay, can I open door?
Oh, that was scary as fuck, bruh.
Okay, I did not like that one bit.
Hate that.
Let's see. Let's go back to Siobhan's room. I doubt there's anything in there. Right, of course. No.
Nope, she's not here.
So what did we learn last? We learned about the harpsichord. About used. Oh wait, I remember. Let's talk to Chahal about the
The unicorn.
Thank you. Still didn't like the whole it hurts thing.
That was. Oh,
Did-
hate that.
Just let's go to
I
the
took
next
another
room.
pill.
Talk to Chahal about unicorn.
Do you know anything about an inn called the Unicorn?
Ah, you noticed my shingle. Picked it up as a curiosity at an antique fair a couple years ago. Dates all the way back to the Elizabethan period, from what I understand. But I just can't find a buyer for the dang thing. I don't suppose you have any clients who might go for it.
Possibly. Do I have your permission to examine it?
Of course.
I might have to touch it to assess the texture.
Oh, as long as you're not going to test the strength over your knee or anything. I forgot. I was like, oh, neat.
Well, I guess now we touch Unicorn.
Touch unicorn.
The shingle's design was a simple one of a unicorn's head in half profile, painted with average ability on a dark oak backing. As I pressed my fingertips to it, however, the design seemed to extrude from its backing. Like a hologram, it seemed to draw closer until my vision was filled with wood grain and mediocre brushstrokes. I could vaguely detect the professor speaking to me, on the very edge of hearing, but by the time I realized it was already gone. But I realized I was already gone. Summer in Wales, July 28th, AD 1581. Owen Somerset, a traveling merchant, was on his way back to his wife and family in London, having concluded some business dealings in
I have no clue.
Ceredigion. I don't fucking know. Caught suddenly by a summer storm, he spied an inn by the side of the road and marveled at his good fortune.
Faith, 'tis an evil storm that blights the sky tonight. Aye. Must have the Almighty on my side to find myself so close to an inn as it broke out. Aye, perhaps.
The innkeeper seemed quite taciturn, But Owen was in a good mood and was determined for it not to leave him. It was probably too late to continue riding, even if the storm cleared. Owen decided to inquire after a room for the night.
Talk to innkeeper. Innkeeper about room. Good evening, sir. Would it be possible to secure a bed for the night? Be a wiser man than I was. Go from the place and never return. What? There's a curse upon the inn. I will not have an innocent doomed to same fate as I. Well, let's just walk in. Oh, I'm sorry, skip that. Talk to innkeeper about fate? About room?
Burley, plenty of gold. Oh,
Uh,
sorry. I was
devil
gonna
cannot
say,
be bought off, my
you have
friend.
to talk to him 4 times in total.
Oh, what devil's nature of this curse? Inn was built by my father 20 years ago. From the wood of a fallen oak he stumbled upon on an island north of here. He noticed human bones scattered around, but did not heed them. This inn has been a curse on our bloodline ever since. Madness and death claims those who stay here. This last year it claimed my father. Soon I am certain it shall claim me. Well, here we go again. So why do you remain? I do not believe in fleeing from the mistakes of the past. If the Almighty wills that my family must pay for our errors, then this I accept. But I would not see others suffer for our sins. Leave now before the shadows take you. Sir, I have little patience for fables, and even less for riding after sundown in the middle of a downpour. Lend me a room and I shall take the responsibility for my own well-being. You will insist? Not only will I insist, but I will pay whatever price you ask. Go then, take the upstairs room. And if you remain by the morn, you shall pay nothing at all. Well,
Now we open door.
please. Use bed. Sleep.
Owen lay himself down, intending only to test the bed's softness, but in his exhaustion he quickly succumbed to sleep. In the early hours of the morning, something jolted Owen from his slumber. A piercing sound? No. Piercing smell.
Didn't have anything to do with that little flame down there.
Oh, well, I guess somebody died here. Or something got lit on fire.
Look. Door.
The east door led back outside, while the door to the north presumably led to the rest of the inn. Look, fire?
Oh.
How could I, Trilby, possibly have known what Owen was carrying that day? What?
I tried to open the inventory.
Oh.
Look, fire.
A blaze had been set before the front door. By whom? The innkeeper?
Put out fire.
Owen didn't have anything on hand he could use to put the fire out.
Oh, I can't go back there, can I? What? Can? Can't? Can't. Door. Window?
The rain continued to pour down outside. Owen found the contrast quite warming.
Open window?
Owen intended to remain on the dry side of the wall.
You sure? Okay, we'll investigate this little flame. We'll dance in the flame. Anyways.
More like smoke, but sure.
Oh,
Nothing seemed to be burning in the bedroom, so the smoke had to be coming from downstairs.
okay. What are you going to do about it, my good sir? I hate these stairs so much. Stop on fire. Open. Open door.
Well,
Talk to innkeeper. Yell. Scream.
scream. Right.
Look at fire. Okay. Uh-huh. What are you gonna do about it?
Do you need a hint?
Are those barrels?
A number of ale barrels were visible behind the bar. Well,
Use barrel on fire. I need a hint.
bed sheet.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or well, in the game, apparently it's just sheet, not bed sheet.
So this game is Trilby's Notes. It is the third game inside the Chizo Mythos series, which was made by Fully Ramblotic, also known as Yahtzee. He's the person in charge of the channel series Zero Punctuation.
Owen took the sheet with him, presumably for comfort.
The other games are point-and-click adventures. This one just so happens to be a text parser. Use sheet on fire. It's a spooky game. Spooky things happen. There's a bit of gore. Forgot about the gore. What in God's name? Oh God, it's him, the innkeeper. Kind of. Who could've? Speaking of horror and gore.
Right. Once again, I returned, disoriented from my vision. I was closing in on the source of the madness. The innkeeper had said that the wood came from a tree on an island.
Hold on, I want to make sure that. Oh, let me add one tag just in case. Let me add the gore tag for the time being, because should have added that earlier. Just so people are aware.
Could I have been the clone Bronwyn Island? Given that I was seeing it seemed a valid, if worrying possibility. Besides that, it seemed that I had the other leads, so what would I do? I was determined to not let the trail end there, or diverge just a single clue.
Oh, but also welcome on in, Fluffy. Open note. Not open notes. Take note.
Trilby, I know you are following a trail. Go to the roof if you wish to proceed.
That
Lankman.
seems safe.
Victim 2, the innkeeper. The second man who desired judgment was the innkeeper, who had bought the wood of the tree and built from his house. The prince came to him and his guest, and he struck the innkeeper down, and the innkeeper knew the name of the king. And the prince turned to the innkeeper's guest, and he said,
Oh,
"You, I shall not."
sorry.
And the innkeeper guest knew the name of the king.
Hold on.
Well, I guess we missed out on the juicy part. Love that. Well, let me see if I can read it. anywhere.
Let's see.
Let me.
Oh wait, the child, the slave, Freehorn, the innkeeper. There we go. Found it. Let me just send you this so you can read it. Oh god, where are you inside this mess of DMs? There you are. So because I downloaded the special edition of the game, there's this inside the files,
Oh,
which
I
is all
see.
the notes and stuff.
Okay, that's very good. And the prince turned to the innkeeper's guest, and he said, "You I shall not live, for once before I have made this warning, and still my soul aches with what is done to the wood, and that is my soul, and I will spare no man who injures me in this way."
And then the innkeeper knew the name
And
of the
innkeeper's
king.
guest knew the name of the king.
Well, there we go. Save. Batman. Open door. I do like text parsers. They are quite fun. I'm sorry, what is this? Book counter.
Reception desk was a cheap pine affair, and unadorned with papers or materials. A porcelain leg lay upon the desktop.
Take leg.
I took the leg with me.
Oh boy. I don't desire the next step. I have a faint inkling of what it could be, given the leg was there. Let me guess, I'm gonna go walk all the way up here. Thing's gonna be locked. So I'm gonna have to find the doll parts. Ah, either stuck or locked. Of course, of course, of course. I want to play a fun game called I have no idea where anything is. Ah. Well,
What is this, Henley? A neatly made bed, dressed in chintzy fabrics, occupied the corner of the room. For some reason, a porcelain arm had been laid out on the bed.
take arm. Oh, this is a bit unnerving. Thank you for the food. It is much appreciated.
At least not the void.
Yep. At least it's not the void. Let's see. Open door. Lovely. Love all of this. Book table.
A less than dismembered torso sat bleeding on a rickety metal table.
I don't think I need to take this, but let's try it anyway.
I had no intention of touching it.
Good. Do I need to be in the normal world in order to collect the stuff?
I don't know that, but I think so.
Okay.
I would think so at least.
Hold on. Take Open door. Let me see if there's one in here. Open door. Nope. No. Oops. Let's just go look at other areas. What do I have? Those fix. Okay, I think I need a left and right arm and a head. Where we find those is beyond me.
So you need the right, the right. What am I trying to say?
Oh,
Oh, the office is open all of a sudden. What the hell?
oh yeah, we lockpicked that earlier. I think that's leggy. And then, oh, look at this desk.
There was virtually nothing on the desk, and it lacked a chair. Obviously, very little work was actually done here.
Oh, okay. Actually, I think there might be one outside. Yeah. Take, actually, is that an arm?
It's an arm. It's an arm. It's the right arm.
There we go. Hello, Tiana. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I hopped in for a brief moment now. How are you guys doing? Holding
Feeling
up.
good.
Doing all right. We're still playing
wow.
the spoops.
Still living.
Yeah.
Still
Living.
spooking.
I'm sleepy, but I'm living.
I get that.
Lovely. Okay, I have one more place that I want to. Actually, two more places. Door.
Oh,
Oh, be good. Talk to Chahal about Chahal. Don't judge me, Railby. At least I don't wonder about telling people the obvious. And at least I've never kidnapped any innocent girls. Talk to...
I forgot to talk to Shimlamau.
You know, about...
Kidnapping
Seal-
boys is alright.
I don't care about her anymore. She can make her own choices. If she wants to run away with any old smooth talker in a cheap suit, that's up to her. This head will be my new assistant. It will be a much better one. Oh, you have a head.
Well,
Take
don't ask
head.
him about the head.
Oh, yeah. Talk to Chahal about head.
May I borrow the head, Professor?
Oh, I see. You took one companion of mine away, and now you want another.
I bet it's just the head.
You don't understand. No one understands me. Go get me a drink, then we'll talk.
Okay, fine.
I told you to take the wine, Trilby. Told you. It was one obviously labeled, like, wine bottle. Should have taken it.
Also, you could use it as a weapon because you could hit it against someone and
Oh,
shatter the
whoops.
glass. You know what I mean?
I instinctively typed open door.
I took the wine. Perhaps this would appease the drunken professor upstairs.
Walks up to a wine bottle, tries to open a door.
Yes, open the door on the wine rack, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, I wonder if I'll complete the game in time.
Professor? Where's he gone now?
Oh gosh dang it, I need the head. Oh joy. I just need the head. Is he in this realm or do I have to flip back? I might have
He's
to
in
flip
this room,
back.
I think.
Oh, in this room. Door. Open door.
Oh, apparently he's in the hallway.
Oh, okay. Hallway?
No? Wait, what is it?
Maybe he's in the bathroom.
Maybe he is in the bathroom.
Nope.
Uh, hmm.
Are you in the Chaos Realm? No.
Apparently
Oh.
you need to eat the pill before you enter the bar.
Oh.
Egg.
Egg!
No? What?
He shifted. So that's what happened. Look, Chahal.
The pet's drunken misery had caused him to shift into the dark hotel. The jolly man of whom I had grown fond lay decapitated on the floor. And see upon his disappearance, I was now truly alone. The professor had known nothing of the horror. He was blameless and ignorant of any matter in which the foul manner or cursed idol, but it seemed that my dark captor cared little for these facts. Why haven't you killed me too, you skinny bastard? If you can do it so easily, so quickly, why won't you face me? In a display of a rapt sense of humor, the porcelain head was sitting here where Bet's old one had been.
Well,
I pulled the head out of the stump, trying not to think about the wet cracking noise this caused.
yeah.
Ugh, hate that.
Yeah.
Well,
Apparently you need to eat the pill as well.
I do, but the mannequin
Yeah.
isn't on on the normal realm.
Apparently you need to eat the pill. I don't know why.
I'm gonna solve the mannequin puzzle. And if it doesn't let me, then I'll eat the pill.
Hold on, let's see. Oh yeah, apparently you do need to do it in the not normal alternate hotel.
Use arm. Place arm on torso. Place the right arm. I replace the left leg. I replace the right leg. I'm sorry, you're supposed to read this.
I replaced the head. The body was intact. For reasons I couldn't explain, I sensed that something had changed back in the real world. What kind of ridiculous locking mechanism is this?
Oh, an interesting one, to say the least. Luckily, there's a door right here. It's giving myself maximum amount of rooms. Go here. What a lovely hotel. a hotel where you have to be happy or else. Actually, let me save. The performance of this save menu is so much better. But this. Look.
The view of the island was spectacular, but most of the roof seemed to be sectioned off by a metal fence. Just about the only feature within reach was a piece of paper held down by a stone.
Take paper.
On Bronwyn Island, July 28th, AD 1501.
Sturdy treatises. It took us from dawn to dusk, but we finally have it down. I'm tired, Father. It was indeed clever of us to investigate this island, eh, boy? I have never seen such a gigantic oak, nor do I expect to again. But its wood shall keep us in the business of carpentry for years to come. Father, look at those stones. Do you think there was once a house here? Matters not. Why must you always look everywhere but at what matters? This is your... Father? Is something troubling you, Father? What the heck am I supposed to do? Take stone, throw stone.
Huh? Where am I? I must have shifted into the dark world during the vision.
Trilby!
So you're gone?
Oh, thank God, I thought I was all alone.
What happened to you?
I don't know. After you knocked me out in my room, I woke up and everything was like this. The hotel's ruined, there's blood everywhere. I saw this horrible man.
Tall, thin, long black coat?
You know him?
Enough to know you're lucky to be alive.
He didn't notice me, so I ran up here to hide.
How did you get past that doll?
What doll? Trilby, what the heck is going on?
I told you what would happen if you followed me into the shadows. This isn't your problem. Take these.
What are these?
Tranquilizer pills. Take one. When you calm down, the hotel will go back to normal.
Won't you need them?
I don't need to run away anymore.
Trilby, wait. Where are you going?
I know enough now. I know where the wood came from. Perhaps you can find a way to end this. I was right. Of course, wood came from the Clanburn Island. But what good knows what knowledge did to me? Wait a second. I never got around to reading the letter I took from under that rock. Trilby, I'm very close to ending this. Meet me in the hotel basement. I must show you my discovery. Thankman. The other page was another one of those religious papers. The Book of Victims, Victim 1, the Woodcutter. The first of those against whom the prince sought vengeance was the woodcutter. He who had held the axe that first felled the tree. The prince came to him and his son, and he struck the woodcutter down, and the woodcutter knew the name of the king. And the prince turned to the woodcutter's son, and he said, You I shall let live, for you are young and are of the innocent, and that you may go among your people and tell them of what I will wrought. And the woodcutter's son fled, and told all of what he had seen, but the men of technology are arrogant and were unheeded.
Well, let's quickly save.
Good idea.
Well, and I'm going to open that prompt again. Not to save, but to say that I will be right back in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'm gonna take a snack and I will be right back. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make tea, so I'll be back.
Do that.
Be right back.
Yeah. I am so lonely. I have nobody on my own. Oh. I don't know the rest. Man, quiet is sometimes nice. Not always, but sometimes. And now the quiet is nice. Nice and chill. No hearing voices in my head. No more screaming music in my ear. Just nice and chill. Just good and chill. I should do this more often.
Awoo! Thank you for the
Welcome
hydrate. I
back.
do a drinky.
Yeah.
I also came back just in time.
Heck yeah. Okay, so we can continue.
Yes.
Let me.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you this earlier, but I will be probably gone for a while.
I saw the notification. I haven't read it yet, though.
Yeah, I will be just gone for a while. I mean, I'm not gonna be like stopping anything. Well, I mean, I will be stopping things, but like temporarily.
Hmm.
And also, I'll probably not be communicating with people for a while, just
That's
because
understandable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of
It's too much.
my social battery is
Drained.
fully gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
have to isolate a little bit.
and I asked Ultimate to take over my Genshin account for now.
Hmm.
Babysitting.
Yeah, because if I miss out on all the primos, well, I hate them, and the heat, I'll be very sad.
Yeah.
I get that. I wish you good resting on your break.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will still be like working on stuff, but I will be mostly like not communicating as much, so it will be easier for me.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sorry, excuse me.
Makes sense.
Are you going
Because,
to
like,
go to the thing right after this?
What
That's a
thing?
good
Oh,
question.
it's today.
I felt bad for
Yes.
saying it, but yeah.
Well, I guess I have to.
You don't have to. If you want, like,
Hmm.
I am in, like, just for myself, weirdly enough, I am going to be, like, recording the calls as well as taking notes.
Yeah.
So,
And
if
Tiana's
you
notes
would,
are rather good.
if you were somehow wanting to still keep up with the thingy, then I will be, like, sending over the notes, and if you wanted the, like, recording, I can send that over too.
I would love that because after this, like, I can't.
No,
I
yeah,
don't
of
wanna
Yeah,
like
no
course.
talk
worries.
much. Yeah.
We will explain it to others, and I'm sure everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Besides, like, someone was supposed to do something, not naming anyone, um, but they didn't do it because also, like, not enough time and, well, real life things happening and sadness. So it's more than alright. I think today's meeting is actually probably not gonna be that long, but maybe some things will happen, so just in case I will record everything and take
Thank you.
notes.
Also, do tell Rory that I will be attending his 12-hour stream.
Yeah, I will do that.
Anyway, I shall read. Oh my god, thing in my mouth. Okay. The hole seemed to lead into some kind of tunnel that gradually expanded into an underground cavern.
Okay. Can I go into hole? There we go. I'm sorry? Look? Sorry. Look?
I was in some kind of cavern dug out of the rock beneath the hotel. It seemed to be in a constant state of flux, floating back and forth between the real world and its dark twin. I was certain that the gigantic stump in the middle of the floor had something to do with this.
Why do I have soda? Look. Stump.
This was it. I was certain. The remains of the tree that Boyle and his father cut down, its wood being later used to construct an inn, a harpsichord, a shipping crate, and an idol. I could feel that same scrabbling in my mind that I had felt just before all of my visions. This time, it was the stump itself that seemed to be beckoning me closer.
Touch. Stump. Stump, not stimp.
Cambrown Peninsula, July 28th, 55 BC.
Oh.
Kabadath, a Celtic druid, awaits the return of his friend and colleague Galden, who brings news of the invasion of Anglesey by the Roman Suetonius Paulinus. These names.
Yeah.
Having fallen out of favor with his fellows for certain radical beliefs and activities, Catabath lives in solitude in his remote forest clearing and prefers not to travel himself.
Kabadath. Gold. You bring news. The foreigners have landed. They could not be deterred by our sorcery. All is lost. Oh? Certain are you? They are making their way across the land, eliminating resistance. Even you, out here, will be brought down within days. I'm sorry, Kabadath. And the great druids of Anglesey bow so easily to the brash foreign power. Do not hang your head yet, my friend. Perhaps activities for which I was ostracized could just spell an answer. What are you talking about? You know of my dealings with the ethereal realm? I know what you claim. That there exists some otherworldly territory populated by demons and creatures of magic. and that you, Kabadoth, can somehow commune with these creatures. Come inside, I shall explain. Kabadoth, what is this madness? In my dealings with the ethereal realm, I have learned of many powerful demons and elementals. But there is one spoken of only reluctantly, a beast possessing of awesome power. You plan to summon a demon? The most terrible of them all, who strikes fear into even the most unflappable creatures I have spoken with. A pain elemental indeed, the only pain elemental, ruler of desolate wasteland where none venture. An invulnerable, hugely potent beast that feeds on the agony of others. And today is his day. The day when the boundaries between the realms weaken and he glimpses our world. To bring him through at that point should be simple. But even you could conjure such a thing. How would you have it defend our land? I have much knowledge in the ways of magic. With the correct bindings, any demons can be forced to my will. I completed the preparation while I waited for your return. All remains is the summoning. Kadath, it pains me to see you build your hopes on such nonsense. Be silent and watch. You shall see your nonsense soon enough. In this hall of death and by the light of Belinus' gifts, I summon you. I bring you gifts to mark your path. I feed you with pain. I call you with madness. I summon you with the greatest loss. And I bind you by your true name, Chizo. By the gods! I've reached out to you through the void, Chizo. I command you by your true name. Show yourself. Kabadoth, please stop this. Show yourself. By Tetetis, it's huge. It is larger than I anticipated. But Chizo must obey the rules of magic. It is bound, I can command it. No, it is far more powerful than I thought. Galden, help me. Forgive me, Kabadoth. No, Galden, I beg you. Don't let it take me alive.
Dun, dun, dun.
Chizo, of course, has no use for meat. It feeds on pain. It does not kill its prisoners. Gabata's agony was a particularly rare morsel, and Chizo ensured it would last. His soul was placed inside an oak sapling on the site of his old home, to grant his body immortality.
Oh.
For 5 centuries, as the tree grew, he knew torment beyond even his most depraved imaginings. By then, his body was warped, and his mind long fallen into soulless dementia. He was Chizo's utterly and completely his slave.
Trilby,
You're
I
supposed to
couldn't.
leave.
Abed, the professor, he's dead.
I know. He was killed by the shadows. Just like they will kill you if you don't get away from here.
What is this place?
This cave is the center of the reality shift. The stump is what's causing it all.
How?
It is the vessel for the soul of the Ta'o.
The vessel of the soul of the tall man. The acolyte of Chizo.
Linkman, nice to see your friendly face.
Amazing, isn't it? Of all things Sir Roger could have used to murder his son, he chose that idol. Placing the soul of John Defoe into the wood alongside Kabadoth. Infusing the poor child with Chizo's magic, allowing him to come back infinitely more powerful than before. Lucky. Chizo had to wait 2,000 years for that opportunity. The opportunity to blend magic and science in a single entity. The opportunity to create the bridge.
What are you talking about?
The bridge between the realms. Over which Chisel will cross into our universe and purify mankind. Our order has waited 200 years for the prophecy to be fulfilled.
You're not with the Ministry of Occultism. Who are you?
200 years ago, the prophet of Jack Freehorn founded the Order of Blessed Agonies. Since then, we have grown and watched and waited. It was only in recent years that the event foretold in the Book of Chisel began to occur. It mentioned John Defoe, and it mentioned you.
Me?
You were the one prophesied to guide the Bridgekeeper to his destiny. But you didn't finish the job. All three aspects of John Defoe had to be destroyed to create the bridge: body, mind, and soul. You only destroyed his body, his soul and mind remained.
Had I known about this, I wouldn't even have done that.
That will truly disappoint my superiors. They were quite adamant that I should try to persuade you to join our cause and fulfill our foretold duty.
Is that why you're helping me?
They thought if I guided you through our visions and showed you the appropriate passages from our holy books, you'd understand the prophecy is real.
You honestly believed I joined some insane college just because you handed me some leaflets?
Imagine.
Personally, no.
A knife in my guts brought an explosion of ice-cold agony. I heard the pitter-patter of my blood in the rocky floor.
Oh,
The pain, the surprise, and the exhaustion went together to cause immediate unconsciousness.
well,
Hmm.
oh.
I awoke to find myself splayed upon the stump, blood still slowly leaking from my wounds. In my injured state, I could barely move. My limbs refused to respond. I was as weak as a newborn. Linkman?
Oh good, you're awake. I was afraid you'd miss this.
What are you doing?
After your staggering ineptitude of Defoe and manner, the Order needed to nudge things along. We need a connection to Chisel to help administrate his coming. And today might be the only opportunity we have all year to summon the Tall Man.
You're going to bring that thing?
With a standard ritual of blessed agonies and an offering, after he takes your life, he'll be grateful to us. And then he'll guide us to our destiny.
So why did you stab me? What if I'm already dead by the time it gets here?
You won't be. Men like you, Trilby, die on their own terms. They don't weakly let their life slip away from one measly knife wound. Hush now. Kabadath is coming. What's in my inventory? I called you from the north. I don't know. Use when hit with wine.
My attempts to move only made things worse. I felt a stab of pain, and something snapped behind my eyes, filling my vision with spots.
Oh. Hey, I don't...
What about save? Can you save real quick, just in case?
Save. Healthy from
I called you.
disease. Oh, sorry.
You're supposed to save, right?
Yeah. Talk to Siopan.
Siobhan, are you there?
She's here, but she can't answer you.
She has nothing to do with this, Linkman. Let her go.
On the contrary, it is important that all three of us be here. It is part of the ritual.
Stand.
I don't think he can stand, but
I was losing blood steadily. My arms and legs were limp and unresponsive. I couldn't move.
what if I just keep on struggle? Move.
I was losing blood steadily. My arms. Okay.
Okay. If I move again, no, it's the same thing. Yell. You can't kick because you can't move. Yeah. Talk to Linkman about sure. Well. Oh. Gravity flips into realm, tormented, confused. And this madness, that will be my bring. Okay. Book. What if I just look?
From my position, I could only see a small portion of the Veyron cavern. I could see the idol of John Defoe on a stump beside me, and a bloody waistcoat lying discarded in the corner. In my other senses, I could detect the presence of Siobhan and the redoubtable Linkman.
Smell.
Well, lads, I'ma be going.
Yeah.
Alright,
You,
see you
guys
later.
take care over here. And Damien,
Ye-
look to you. Hang in there,
Yes,
buddy.
thank you. I shall be probably sleeping soon. I don't know. Try.
Yeah.
Try,
We're
try to
almost-
get some rest.
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay.
ya.
See you. Alright, I shall continue reading. My vision was clouding up around the edges. It seemed like my stubborn will was the only thing keeping me alive.
Can I just give up? Damien, can I get a hint?
Whenever the tall man comes close so you die. Literally just step and die when he's close. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I died.
I died.
Oh, there we go. What? He's dead? No, that's not possible. Master? Master, please no. No! Well,
He got wrecked.
Trilby. Go back.
Go back, Trilby. Oh,
I don't know.
leave me alone. I'm dead.
Not yet, not fully. Your mind and soul are drifting apart from your body. With enough power, there's still time to pull them back. But you must have the will to return.
Forget it. I've had enough. I did the assignments and made myself useful. I lived up to the reputation Defoe Manor gave me. Today I gave everything I could. And I still died.
You have not. Oh, there's still work to be done. You have not completed your duty.
I'm sick of duty. I'm sick of prophecy. Just let me sleep.
Stronger men than you have tried to fight destiny. None succeeded. Past, present, and future are all different faces of the same die, and few can see them all at once. But I can, and the future demands that you live. Return now, I have marked the path.
Please, just let it end.
Pleading to me is useless. I'm just as much a prisoner of fate as you. The future your actions are destined to bring about has already taken place. Without your part, I would not be here to restore you to life. So you see, by my mere presence, your decision is already made.
Who are you?
A murderer and a madman and a puppet of forces neither of us could possibly comprehend. Interesting. Trilby, say something!
What?
You were alive! Oh god, I didn't even know if I was doing it properly. But I did it, you're alive!
Where's Lankman?
That tall man took him. He did something horrible to him. And then he took him away.
Where's my waistcoat?
Shh, don't talk, I've already called for an ambulance. Let's get you back upstairs.
Wait. So that wooden idol?
Yes?
Bring it with us. Wrap it tightly in clothes and bring it with us. Don't let it touch your bare skin.
Oh, okay.
Now it sits across from me. The reality shift had cleared up, and we were free to leave. An STP cleanup crew arrived with the ambulance. No trace of a bed or the hotel staff was found. Officially, they've been classified as unexplained disappearances. Lankman and the tall man seem to have also vanished, which does not surprise me in the least. Siobhan signed the Official Secrets Act, and last I heard is staying with her parents to recuperate. It just leaves me to write up my notes, with the idol that haunts my dreams gazing at me from across my desk. I was dead. I can't pretend I wasn't. No amount of CPR would have brought me back from where I was. So who did? The man in the red? Who was he, if not an insane hallucination in the brain death? Unimportant. I am alive, and that's all that matters. Just that, and the destiny of this wretched statuette that I am apparently fated to carry out. Every instinct in my being wants to burn it to ashes and grind them to the dirt, but I do not. Lankman spoke of a prophecy that the destruction of John Defoe's soul would somehow help him and his order summon their dark god. So if I destroy the idol, they win. Well, what else can I do?
Ah, but it was sent to space.
I certainly can't keep it. I know from experience that it leaks malevolent influence like a broken pipe leaks water. The only other option is to hide it. But where can I hide such a thing and ensure that it is never found again by human hands? I shall have to think about this. And Trilby. 29th of what month is it? August?
No, before August. July.
Oh, July. 29th of July, 1997.
Well, we know where it went. It went to space, and then they destroyed it.
Fulfillment of the prophecy continues. The ritual for the summoning of Chiza will go ahead. Events have been set in motion that cannot be stopped. We have the blood of the guide. Now we must wait. Wait and prepare.
Ah.
At this time, there came a man from the land of technology, and though his wisdom was great and his power advanced, he had the fulfillment of his fellows, and so he was the arrogant man. On the 8th and 20th day in the 7th month of the year, the arrogant man king gazed upon the land of technology and saw the arrogant man who spoke thus, O king, I beseech you, for this land has become corrupt with our benevolent hand, and the darkness seems to envelop us all. I demand you to cross the border between our lands and make things right, for my power is great, now it is my power to control one even as great as you. And the king was rightly amused. For a while the arrogant man's power was great indeed great. The king's power was greater still, and the king said, I will not submit myself, for firstly my power is greater than yours, and not yours to command. Secondly, while my capabilities are many, it is impossible for me to enter the land of technology, for the border is a dark and treacherous ocean I will not will away. But I will do this for you, O arrogant man, for all the bigness of your head, you are still small enough to be spared the rigors of the dark ocean. I shall rescue you from the darkness in the land of technology, and you shall live in my household, and here you will learn humility. And as the king said, so was it so, and the arrogant man crossed the ocean to the house of the king, where he was brought before his majesty, who said, Now you must repay me for the slight your arrogance caused me, but despite your insult, I love you as I love every man and beast, and you must learn to take this love into your heart.
Ah.
And the king took the body and mind of the arrogant man and soul from his soul and is placed in a great tree in the land of technology, and with this action he announced, Now you are the tree, and the tree is you, and the wood is your soul. With this gift of separation, your body shall not wither or die throughout your lesson. But should any man interfere with the tree that is your soul on the day that is mine, I shall lend you the power to confront them and strike them down with fitting vengeance. And then he touched the arrogant man and filled his heart with his warming love, and the arrogant man became the prince, and he knew the name of the king. And the prince and the court of the king bowed down and wept and sang with great praise the name of the king, for the great and generous was his wisdom. The Books of Chizo, Book of the Prince, Chapter 2.
Interesting. Also, thank you for helping me with the reading.
All good.
Is this actual credits? Or is
I'm
it just
assuming
Door
it's credits.
Trilby's notes? Okay, there you go.
Okay, it's credits.
Yeah. Hey, open.
Interesting.
Yatsi Krasa. We'll just end it at a good time. Let me double check this. Okay, shall I have to pop in there soon? Oh, I forgot the game pauses when I'm not on it. Gosh dang it. Anyways, let's start doing some outro stuff because I do kind of need to go. So next, actually, on Monday we'll continue playing Amori. On Wednesday we'll continue playing Prey. Oh god, we're going to continue playing Prey.
Pray.
And then
oh
next
God.
week we're going to be playing 6 Days a Sacrifice, I think is the name of the game. It's the 4th game inside the series.
Oh God.
So we're going to see the riveting conclusion then.
And then there's 7 Days a Skeptic.
We did 7 Days a Skeptic.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually the 2nd game.
Oh, I see.
Although it takes place in the future.
Oh, it's the one with the it's the space one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. It's fully ramblomatic. I keep reading it wrong then. And there you go, Trilby's notes. Stop reading? Yes. Okay, let us go to here. So yeah, that's the schedule for the upcoming week. Oh, and Friday evening Eastern Standard Time at roughly 3 or 4 p.m. Rorius, our good friend, might be doing a 12-hour stream.
Yes.
It's highly probable. And so if you want to join us, that will be great.
Yes.
Let me real quick see.
I shall hop off in the meantime. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a
course.
good rest.
Thank you. I shall talk to you soon.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't really have energy to do it. So, anyways, thank you all so much for coming. And I hope you have a great day, night, evening, or whatever time it is for you. And I shall see you all next time. Oh.